All right, guys, it is day 3, Tuesday morning, and we all survived the storm last night. It rained pretty hard during the night, and there was a lot of high winds, but here comes Penguin. Hi, Penguin.
What's up, dog?
That's Jeremy.
My umbrella there.
And introduce yourself.
Oh, Imram.
I-M-M-R-A-M.
It's Celtic.
Imram. Awesome. All right. Well, these were my bunkmates, so to speak, last night. We all weathered the storm together, but it's getting to be a little bit later, and this rain is supposed to taper off, so we're getting ready to take off and head to Boulder Oaks and hopefully dry everything off there. All right, it's 9:44. The rain is finally starting to kind of let up. It's just like a light rain, so I'm getting everything packed up and getting ready to head on out here. So see you up the trail. Okay, I'm finally getting out of Lake Morena. After 2 nights staying here, I'm so ready to get back on the trail, and it's sprinkling still, but not a big deal. She said it's only supposed to be in the 40s today, so I just didn't want to get, too wet. But it's about 10 o'clock right now, and the rain is supposed to let up around lunchtime, and then it's supposed to just kind of be, it wouldn't surprise me if we get a couple more small showers, but tonight's supposed to be nice. No rain. Just a little on the cool side, but hoping to get an area where I can dry out everything because my tent and my sleeping bag's a little damp, not too bad, but just an area where I can dry everything out. So my goal from here is to get to Boulder Oaks and take a nice lunch break there and just reassess everything from that point and see what I need to do from there. So it's gonna get going. I am so warm. I think it's only supposed to get to 49 today, and I'm already just steaming hot. I've only been out here for maybe about 1.5 miles so far. I'm about ready to rip everything off, but you can see the dark clouds behind me, so I'm afraid we're still gonna possibly get a shower, but that might be stuff that's going by, I'm hoping, at this point. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop and take my rain jacket off up here. All right, I just arrived here at Boulder Oaks Campground, and oh, it gets chilly when you stop. That wind is really cool today. It's great hiking weather though, but I'm gonna stop here, take a lunch, and start laying everything out to dry it from our wet night. And I was in this spot last year. Same spot, and I'm probably gonna hike to the same campground, Fred's Canyon, if I make it there. That's just a 12-mile day, so definitely doable. It's only, I think it's about 12 o'clock. Well, today's a good day. It's chilly, and after last night's rain, the air is really a little bit humid, but it's drying out really fast, and it's just nice. Other than it just being a little cold to sit here and have lunch, I'm just gonna eat some food, stretch out. I just mostly want my gear to get dried out. I'm only going 12 miles today, so I don't need to take like a super huge long break, but I definitely want my things to dry out before I pack them back up, so that way I don't have to worry about it when I get to camp tonight. Because Fred's Canyon's kind of down in like a little valley, so it may not dry out there very well, even if I got early to camp. All right, I just finished my lunch break and drying stuff out over at Boulder Oaks Campground. So I'm just leaving there, and I'm heading to the Interstate 8. I'm gonna go underneath that, and then I'm gonna start that climb up over Kitchen Creek. And I plan to stop at mile 32, which is Fred's Canyon campsite, for the night. And so yeah, I only have 6 more miles to go, but it's a lot of climbing, so it's not gonna be easy miles, but it's a lot cooler than it was last time I came through here. So I'm gonna get going and start climbing. Okay, well, I've come up the hill probably about I don't know. It feels like I've come up about over 2 miles, but it's probably more like 1.5 miles because I know how the PCT works. But it's been a lot of climbing since I left Boulder Oaks, and I just wanted to say that all that conditioning that I've been doing definitely has paid off, because I'm just flying up the hill and not getting fatigued in my legs and feeling pretty strong. But the caveat to that is my knees are not quite up to par yet, so I have to keep that in consideration, that just because I'm conditioned where my heart and lungs and my muscles feel like they can take it, my joints may not be ready for it, so I have to remember to pull back. I tend to be a little stubborn and get my mindset on going somewhere, and it's hard to get me to slow down, so I really have to pay attention to that. But I'm having such a great time. The weather's kind of starting to warm up, and when the sun comes out, it warms up right away. But I like doing this section in the cool weather. Definitely. Last year was warm and it was definitely a lot tougher, but I'm pretty much up here almost above Kitchen Creek area, so there's not gonna be a whole lot more climbing until I cross the highway in a little bit. But anyway, just making progress. Thought I would jump in and let you guys know I'm doing good. Feeling my knee, actually feeling my right and my left knee, but I just think it's going to be something I have to deal with, and it's, it's manageable, and I'm breaking them in right now. So that first day I did 20 miles. Obviously, I know, yeah, that was a lot for me, but the weather was a big concern. This is so cool. Looks like someone painted it. Alright, so I'm just stopped here at, I think this is Kitchen Creek Road, and I'm about, I want to say about 3 miles from Fred's Canyon campsite, so I'm just taking a quick break here, putting on my windbreaker again. That air is pretty chilly still, but the sun's been a little stubborn to stay out. But anyway, I am going to be on an exposed ridgeline for probably the rest of the afternoon, or most of the afternoons or evenings. So I'm going to probably limit my videoing and just get to the campsite. All right, so I know I said I wasn't gonna video much up here, but this is just mind-boggling. It's just so much open space. It's just simply breathtaking. Look at that. So beautiful. I'm getting close to camp, so I'm just gonna put the phone away. Promise this time. And get there.
Hey, what's up?
Hi! Gang's all here. This is Fred's Canyon campsite. This is mile 32. And as you can see, there's people everywhere. And I know there's a couple more people showing up tonight. So anyway, yeah, there's definitely, and seems like everybody's got duplexes. So we're just gonna go get set up and get hunkered down for the night. Good morning, it's day 4, and it was very cold last night. I don't know what the low was, but it was definitely in the 30s, probably upper 30s, and it was very damp. But I stayed pretty warm, and my sleeping bag still was not completely dry from yesterday, but it still managed to keep me pretty warm, so I feel good about that. But I have a big climb into Mount Laguna this morning, so I'm sure I'll warm up pretty quickly. So I'm gonna get up and get ready and head up the trail. And I'm just leaving Fred's Canyon campground and heading up to Mount Laguna today. It's about 9.4 miles ahead, and it's pretty much all climbing. So it's about 1,700 feet of elevation gain, over 9 miles. So I just remember this being pretty much just an all-day climbing. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Nice to see the sun today, and I will update you guys when I get on ahead. All right, so I'm maybe about 1.5 miles from Longs Creek water source, and that's where I'll fill up before I do that last big climb up into Mount Laguna. The trail's pretty overgrown, so if you're coming through here, just make sure you got everything secured in your pack, because there's a lot of branches and things grabbing at your backpack as you go by. You can definitely grab things off of it. And good climb. So I'm just gonna keep going, and doing pretty good so far. I'll show you where we are. That's Sunrise Highway down there, and that's the highway that cuts through Mount Laguna. And by that male picnic, I can't remember the name of it. It's the place Pioneer Male Picnic Area. So that Sunrise Highway runs all through this area up to Sunrise Trailhead. So if hikers need to get off for any reason, this is an easy area to do that. Okay, so I'm getting close to Longs Canyon Creek down there, and this is a really steep down. So we've been climbing all morning, but now we're going to be going down at a pretty steep grade. So I wanted to show you guys a little trick that I do, and most of you probably already know this that are into hiking, but so what I did was I took my trekking poles and I made them really long. And so the idea is when I'm going down, I'm putting them way in front of me, and then it's allowing me to at least take 2 steps and using my arms to help impact off my knees. So by lengthening, you can reach out in front of you on the downhills, and it greatly reduces the impact on your knees as you're going down. And it just makes you feel more stable if you're feeling a little off balance, or it just, it definitely helps. So just a tip for you if you're looking for ideas for lessening impact and just making the hike feel better. But then when you go uphill, it's the opposite. You're going to be shortening them just a little bit so you can grab the ground in front of you and help kind of pull you up. All right, just finishing up lunch here. There's the Ram up there. And I'm going to get everything dried out and head up the hill. All right, so obviously I'm getting close to Mount Laguna. There's all the pine trees. And I think I'm only like maybe 1.8 miles away, something like that. So I'm going to be getting into the beautiful pine forest soon. But the weather is perfect today. This is ideal, especially for all the climbing we've done this morning. All right, that may not be an impressive amount of snow, but that's my first encounter with snow. And I'm hoping that the rest of it's continuing to melt up there too. So it's about 1:30. It's gonna be about 2 o'clock when I get into Mount Laguna. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do, if I wanted to just do that 9.5 mile day today and just take it easy. But I'll figure it out when I get there. I definitely have to resupply. So I'll do that first and go somewhere where I can charge my equipment. And the other night well actually last night, I dumped, let's put the sun behind us. I dumped egg water all over this one side of my puffy, down my rain pans. It got into some of my cook system stuff and just on a couple other pieces of clothing garments. So part of me was tempted to try to get to get a hotel for the night so I could just get everything really cleaned up well. But first of all, I don't think there's any lodging available. But secondly, I don't think it's like that dire anymore. I don't think the weather's going to be that bad, at least for the foreseeable next week or so. But I just don't like the stinky egg all over everything, and especially my puffy jacket. I want to keep that in good shape. So I am back on the PCT after stopping at Mount Laguna. I went to the Tavern Cafe, had a burger there, about half a burger. I'm still not, I don't have much of an appetite yet. And then I went to the general store and got my resupply. Then I went to the public restroom and just sort of charged up just for, I don't know, maybe like 40 minutes or so. I don't know how much difference it made, but so I'm now relying on my battery bank to get me to Julian. It's only 3 days, so I should be, well, actually about 2.5 days. So I should be good until then. But anyway, I'm gonna head onward. It's after 5 o'clock. So I want to see how far I can get and find a decent campsite. It's supposed to be really nice weather tonight, and the winds aren't supposed to be too bad. I know they could be pretty high through here at times, so I should be able to find a decent spot. All right, so I'm camped at mile 45.8, and there's Bob. Bob and I are sharing this camping area tonight, so looks like it's going to be a little bit windy, but we have beautiful sunset to watch over there in the west. A little bit of a cloud bank over the hills over there, but it's definitely chilly, so I'm going to be getting in my tent here and just getting ready for the night. So end of day 4, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.
Thank you.